All right, on location in Carbondale, Illinois. I'm at the University Mall, and we're going to go take a tour of it. It's 2018. Growing up, I lived about an hour and a half away from Carbondale, so we'd come here sometimes, you know. Usually my family went to Paducah, Kentucky, or Marion, Illinois, to those malls, but we come here sometimes. I really didn't start hitting this one hard, though, until I was like 18. Excuse me. And so I'm going to try and tell you what it was like 20 years ago as we go through it. But the thing is, this mall has went through a lot of physical, a lot of structural changes inside. So, you know, I'm just going to be able to show you kind of the general area, some of the places where they were. I probably won't do a very good job at it because it's changed a lot. There's a couple places I know exactly where they were. But anyway, let's go inside and check it out. All right, as we come in, I'm gonna try and do this nonchalantly. You know, we got JCPenney's. That's always been here. Now over here where this Maurice's is, this used to be the food court, okay? There was a Sbarro Pizza, a Chinese joint, a Taco Bell, and I'm pretty sure a Long John Silver's. And see, and that's what I was talking about earlier, the structural changes. Like this was all back through here, was all the food places. All right, to the right we have Victoria's Secret. To the left have, you know, Roger and Holland's jewelry. I remember this was the least traveled mall corridor when I'd come here. Actually, I think we'd walk down here just for the hell of it. We got a pink, Green Life, whatever that is, Journeys, Hibbett. I really don't remember what any of this used to be. I especially don't remember what it was. Don't remember what it was 20 years ago, but I do remember something coming up because it was one of my go-tos. Yeah. There's Hibbett Sports. Hope I'm not giving anybody seizures with the camera stuff. There's a Cricket Foam place here. Here's a science center they have now. I don't remember what this used to be. Here's that S&B burger joint, the inside entrance. And this used to be a Garfield's. The Macy's used to be an Elder Beerman. And my buddy Bub used to work security there. Now over here, this used to be a CD store that I'd go to all the time. And after it was a CD store for a pretty long time, this was not my favorite of the two music stores in the mall, but it was still a pretty good one. It was some kind of like urban clothing store, and then there's a guy that comes here once a year and he sets up a poster shop in the mall at some location, and he has it in here sometimes. And I want to say it's usually around Christmas or the fall or something. Anyway, it's awesome. It's amazing the posters he has. Here's a Master Cuts. Look. They've got taxidermy dinosaurs in here. Now, over here, this used to be a toy store, but not like a KB Toys or anything like that. All it sold was like really basic stuff, like stuffed animals, and like it had just like really off-brand stuff, like stuff that I can't imagine. I don't know any. I guess it was in business a while, but it's just not the kind of toys I would have wanted to play with as a kid. Like there wasn't Star Wars or G.I. Joe or whatever the hell kids play with these days. It was just like basic, like, you know, police officer action figure. Now, behind this garage door and this door, used to be a store, and I can't remember what it was. It was like a Venture. If you're familiar with Venture, the Paducah, Kentucky mall used to have one. Was it a K's Merchandise? Is that the name of something? I know there's a K's Jewelers. Anyway, the name of it's slipping me. I want to say that it and Venture, one of them owned the other one, or they were both belonged by the same parent company or something. Anyway, behind this wall, or these doors, or whatever this is, there is, I'm assuming still, a ginormous, what used to be a pretty big, good-sized department store. They had TVs and furniture and all kinds of stuff. And I don't remember when that went out of business. Here we have the African American Museum, and it used to be on the other side of the mall. All right, we're coming back through here. There's a K's Jewelers. There's a Sunglass Hut. There was a kiosk up further from this that used to sell sunglasses. Route 21, I'm pretty sure, was also part of where the food court was. Got the cookie store. Embroidery station. GameStop. I wonder if that was ever an electronics boutique. I don't remember. You know, a lot of electronics boutiques used to end up being GameStops. Huh. There's a cop. All right, here's an Earthbound. That's one of those stores where people like buy hippie stuff and like worship crystals and do self-acupuncture and shit. Here's Hard Copies, one of the, that's a local chain. And the Marion location is one of the best record stores I've ever been to. It's even better than the big city ones. Gloria Jean's Coffee, that's been here a while. Bath and Body Works, when I remember, that's been here a while. Now, I want to say that down here, that there used to be a way to get into JCPenney or a bathroom or something. There used to be, I think where that entrance thing is, I think that used to be a doorway into JCPenney, like I said, or there was something there. This was a Hallmark store for a really long time. But it shut down. I'm having to shut the camera off more than I want because there's cops and shit running around. There's a Buckle 9. Now, there used to be a Gadzooks in here somewhere. Mostly through here was all the preppy clothes stores. But Gadzooks, if you remember, if you don't remember what that was a store that sold really expensive, like really flashy, almost like corny looking clothes, but they were expensive. And I used to actually pony up the cash and buy stuff from there. This, I think, was the sunglasses kiosk. And I'm pretty sure you could get 2 for $10. And I'd buy aviator sunglasses here. Well, I did a couple of times. And, man, I always wanted to get expensive sunglasses, but I always broke and lost sunglasses, so I didn't. But yeah, Gadzooks was somewhere through here. Like, I bought like this really flashy silver shirt from there one time. No, there was a blue, like a real flashy blue, and they had Hawaiian shirts, just all kinds of crazy looking stuff. But up here, you got Old Navy. That's been here a while. Finish line. There was a Spencer's through here at one point, from what I remember, and there was a bookstore. And somewhere getting down toward this end was the CD store I normally like to go to, because it had a lot of, you'd find stuff there you couldn't find anywhere else sometimes. NRM Music in Marion Mall was the king of that back in the day, though, where you could find hard to find stuff. There used to be a Hollister somewhere through here, and you could just smell the cologne, that Hollister cologne or perfume or air freshener, whatever it was. It just reeked. You got your GNC, Payless. But I mean, you could be standing like right outside of the place and be gagging from the smell of it. There's Claire's. But yeah, that CD store was somewhere through here. I don't know what this is now. It's just a big whatever. Okay, now we're gonna come down this way. This is some kind of, I don't know what it is. It looks like a bigger version of the bays at Dillard's. There you've got Linnell's. Now over here, right through here, this used to be a pretty good arcade. Like, it was a pretty good one. And then they turned it into a laser tag place for a while. I remember that back when I was about 17, 18. And this big blank wall here, this used to be a pasta house company. And I remember eating there like only a couple times. I remember they had these meatballs that were like that big around. Okay, apparently we might be able to see what goes on in here. It looks like it's a storage for clothes. Okay, we know what that is now. That's what happened to my wonderful music store. This used to be a place called Stephen Barry's where you could get clothes for cheap. But the thing is, they were actually like good clothes. And I bought the warmest jacket I've ever had in my life for 10 bucks. I've had like $140 coats that to me were worthless. But that $10 jacket from Stephen Barry's was the best one I've ever had. Here we got games. Excuse me. I have no idea what the point of all these tables are. So we can see, I don't remember what was down here except for over along through there was where the African American Museum used to be. It looks like there's some kind of healthcare thing now, if that's even open. Now this gets pretty dismal back here. I'd like to note that this mall seems to play a lot of 80s music, which to me is perfect for a mall, especially one that's getting pretty empty. This was the second food court area. I really don't remember what all was here. I know there was a Sam's Cafe. Sam's Cafe is a restaurant here in Carbondale, and they had one in here. I'm pretty sure it was a Sam's Cafe, but other than that, it looks like there used to be a Chinese place. I forget what that was. There was an arcade over there at one point too, but it was, you know, not there, you know, after arcades started dying out, you know. There was an arcade in there like somewhere in the last 10 years. But anyway, the old food court, that actually used to be, once they wiped out the restaurants, the different ones, it became an Alongi's. And Alongi's is an Italian place in DeCoin. They put a location here in the mall for a little bit. Anyway, that's all there is to see in this corridor. All right, here's a tornado shelter area. I've actually never paid much attention to this opening. So this is my first time here. And it looks like there's where the office is. I don't want to get in trouble. Alright, we're going to head down this way now. This part of the mall, there's almost always been a car here. Like I've always like wondered what it'd be like to be the guy that gets to drive a car through the mall and not get arrested or kill anyone on accident or on purpose. Here we've got your, you know, one of these like coins that you put in, and then there's this descent into hell. There's always, seems like they've had soda machines and candy and stuff here for a while, but these things are a lifesaver. These card readers on these drink machines, because I don't carry cash. Anybody that holds me up screwed, because there ain't nothing in my wallet. Toy thing. Now, you know, it's looking pretty dismal. There's another entrance out. I don't know what used to be there. I want to say that there was more furniture right here at one point. Like this seemed to be like the area where they had a bunch of furniture. But what's really disappointing, probably to a lot of people, and shows how bad the state of malls are becoming. I mean, everybody already knows that, but this movie theater's out of business. And I didn't know that until yesterday. I don't know how long it's been out of business, but I saw a lot of movies here. This is where I saw Revenge of the Sith on the midnight showing. I used to come here all the time for work. And, you know, I've seen, and it had stadium seatings. I hate stadium seatings. I like old school seating. So yeah, here's where the movie posters were. I hope to God the other movie theater in Carbondale's open. I'm sure it is. Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know why this isn't open. I was actually here yesterday filming this thing on the mall, but I started remembering some more stuff. Over here's where the payphones used to be. But now it's just another sitting area that they don't clean very well, apparently. And this is where you'd park if you were going to see a movie, but now there are no movies to be seen here. And see if that guy stops. Nope. I know I never do. I think there's a speed bump. There's speed bumps out there, I think, from what I remember. All right, we're back in this area. And the only reason I'm filming again is because I saw a cop earlier and I stopped filming. I didn't know if I got to show you that there's a Hot Topic here. And yeah, that's been here a while. It's a pretty small one, not near as good as the one in Paducah, Kentucky. Now, if there's no cops here, we're going to check out the bathroom. I remember the ATM's, I think, always been here. I remember getting money out of the ATM here many a times before. I had a debit card and just had an ATM card. This is Severe Weather Shelter 5. Let's check out the bathroom. I've weighed myself on this thing a few times. I don't know what's way back there, but people frequent this bench. Hey. All right, let's take a tour of the bathroom. There's the sinks. You've got one urinal. But a ton of stalls. All right, I had to get out of that bathroom because somebody was in there. And I've always thought that was a really weird men's room because there's like one urinal, but a ton of stalls. I don't know if in Carbondale, like the shit ratio's higher, so they've got to have more toilets in men's room instead of, you know, a mix of urinals and toilets, like an even mix or something. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the mall tour of University Mall 2018. And I'll see you next time.